It's not just a Ferrari, it's the Ferrari, a machine born for the track, sculpted like art, and wrapped in legend. Only 36 were ever made, each one a masterpiece, each one a myth. This is the Ferrari 250 GTO. But how did this elegant racer become the most expensive car in history and the ultimate symbol of perfection? Let's go back to where it all began. In the late 1950s, Ferrari was already a titan in GT racing. The 250 GT series had dominated circuits across Europe, but Enzo Ferrari wasn't satisfied. He didn't just want to win. He wanted to own the podium at Le Mans, at the Tour de France, and everywhere in between. So he set a new mission: create the ultimate Grand Tour. A car that could outpace anything on the track, but still be driven on the road. To bring this vision to life, Ferrari turned to one of his sharpest minds, Giotto Bizzarini. He started with the proven 250 GT SWB, then stripped it down and rebuilt it for war, lower, wider, faster. But just as momentum built, Bizzarini was pushed out in a dramatic internal shakeup. His work was passed on to a young engineer named Mauro Forghieri, who refined the project and brought it to life. The result? A machine that was elegant, lethal, and unlike anything Ferrari or the world had ever seen. The birth of the 250 GTO. At its heart, the 250 GTO packed Ferrari's legendary 3.0-liter V12 engine, pushing 300 horsepower through a 5-speed manual gearbox. It could hit 60 miles per hour in just over 5 seconds, blistering performance for the early 1960s. But it wasn't just about power, it was about balance. The body, sculpted in aluminum by hand, was shaped in wind tunnels, a rare practice at the time. Every curve had a purpose. The long, sloping nose cut through the air. The com-style tail reduced drag and kept the car planted at high speeds. It was form and function in perfect harmony, aggressive yet elegant, purposeful yet beautiful. Inside, the story was pure racing. No carpi, no radio, just metal, gauges, and a wooden steering wheel. It was stripped down to the essentials, built not for comfort, but for winning. From 1962 to 1964, the Ferrari 250 GTO dominated GT racing like no other. It wasn't just fast, it was relentless. Class wins at Sebring, victory at Le Mans, 3 straight triumphs at the grueling Tour de France Automobile. Wherever it went, it crushed the competition. Its main rivals, the Jaguar E-Type and Aston Martin DB 4 GT Zagato, were beautiful machines, but they couldn't match the GTO's blend of speed, balance, and reliability. On the track, the GTO was a predator, smooth, swift, and deadly. What made it even more remarkable was its dual nature. You could drive it to the track, race all day, and then drive it home. It was Ferrari's last true road-legal race car, a machine that blurred the line between sports car and race weapon. The GTO didn't just race, it ruled. Only 36 Ferrari 250 GTOs were ever built, each one unique, each one crafted with purpose. And owning one wasn't just about money, it was about permission. Enzo Ferrari personally approved every buyer. If you weren't a skilled driver or didn't share his passion for racing, you didn't get one. This was an invitation-only club, reserved for elite racers, wealthy enthusiasts, and a few lucky nobles. Owners included racing legends and European aristocrats. The car's rarity made it special, but its mystique came from who was allowed behind the wheel. Even back then, the 250 GTO wasn't just another Ferrari. It was a symbol of excellence, exclusivity, and the raw soul of racing. The Ferrari 250 GTO isn't just a car, it's a cultural icon. It's become the ultimate status symbol, owned by celebrities, billionaires, and collectors who see it as more than metal. They see it as art. You'll find it in world-class museums, on the lawns of Concours d'Elegance, and featured in documentaries celebrating the greatest machines ever made. It's often called the Mona Lisa of cars, a phrase that captures its mystique, its rarity, and its beauty. And despite its age and value, it's still raced today in historic events, roaring down tracks like it did in the 60s. Because the 250 GTO isn't frozen in time. It's alive, a legend that still breathes. The Ferrari 250 GTO has shattered records on the auction block, with private sales reaching $48 million, even $70 million. No other car has reached those heights. But why is it worth so much? Because it has everything. Rarity, only 36 exist. Racing pedigree, a track record of domination. Design, a body sculpted by hand, perfected in wind tunnels. And history, built in the golden era of motorsport by legends. It's more than a car. It's a symbol of status, craftsmanship, and what many believe is the pinnacle of automotive perfection. When you buy a 250 GTO, you're not just purchasing a Ferrari. You're owning a piece of history that will never be repeated. What makes the Ferrari 250 GTO legendary? It's the perfect blend of speed, elegance, and exclusivity. This isn't just a car that wins races. It's a machine built for victory, but sculpted like art. Every line, every curve, every detail is crafted with intention. A design that's as much about beauty as it is about performance. It's not just a car that made history, it is history. It stands as Ferrari's greatest icon, a symbol of the brand's racing soul and a testament to the engineering genius of its time. The 250 GTO didn't just make an impact in motorsport. It changed the way the world saw cars, setting a standard that would define Ferrari and the world of automotive excellence for decades to come. The Ferrari 250 GTO isn't just the most valuable car, it's the most revered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into automotive history, hit that subscribe button and join us for more legendary car stories. Next up, a brutal V10 machine that brought Lamborghini into the modern era. You won't want to miss it.